Yeah.
Speaking of names,
What about Lemony Snicket? Where are we going with this? Oh,
um,
so it's like, yeah. Oh, so what I was saying was those kids, like how they be acting, they like mad melatonin, mad dry, whatever. So it's like, what happens if like you around like your solid work folk that you work with all the time, and you basically like one of Lemony Snicket's kids, like you just here so you don't get fined. But then when folks see you outside with the other coworkers,
mhm.
you upbeat and you one of them, and it's like immediate.
Why do we have to work to live? Bam, I still don't remember.
So it's like one of them things. But my thing is, it's like, yo, dog, if you like what you do, you never work a day in your life again. I understand it more and more the older I get.
Brother, every day, every day I check my retirement fund. Did someone make a mistake? Did someone put in an extra zero? Did I hit big on something? Every day it's a no.
How you been, my brother? It's been a couple
Yeah, it's
weeks.
been a while. I'm tired, but life is good. I can't complain. I'll tell you off camera about this thing that happened to work. I think I was being a little too mean, and I was wondering if I should apologize. I don't think I
All
should.
right, give a loose example. You ain't got to give
I
specifics.
want because I think some colleagues listen to this, but it's fine because I told them today. So I'll ask you. There's this guy I work with. Um, Today, he was walking by. So like, my boss has the corner office. I'm beside her office. He is down the hall. So if you like to have to go get water, you have to walk by our offices to go get water. So as he is walking by her office, she calls for me, like, "Hey, can you come here for a second?" And I guess he thought he was calling him me, and he was like, "Oh no, I look better." And off rip, I was like, "Not even on your best day, champ." And it just got quiet.
What do he look like?
Not like me. And then, no, I meant that. That came from the heart. Like, not on your. I was like, not on your best day that you can look as good as me, champ. I'm sorry.
Wait, you said that whole sentence?
Yes.
Like, what?
I said you. I said you don't look as good as me on your best day, champ. Yes, I said that.
Okay. What was his response?
Nothing. He kept walking. He walked into his office and closed his door.
He didn't even laugh.
No. Some other people laughed, but he didn't. Yeah, Bam, I'm with you.
I,
Look,
I I'm trying to understand. Like,
I'll tolerate a
did,
lot of things, but
did your boss say something?
she laughed.
Oh well, then I don't know if you should apologize.
Listen, man, I'll tolerate a lot of things.
Is this person?
No, I don't believe so. But
Is it a brother?
yeah, it's a brother.
Oh, come on now.
The one thing I won't tolerate is someone who I think look does not is not on my level calling me ugly. I can't let that fly.
All right, so here's one thing I'm starting to learn about you essential workers out here. The nurse, from my sister's a nurse, you work in education. Y'all's beef be so funny. No, y'all's work beef be so funny to the point that I sometimes got to just ask. But we are still like the job is still like we still educating people. And sometimes my sister
Yes.
be talking to me,
Hey,
I'll be like, but we still saving lives. We still educating people, right?
school out.
Oh, y'all ain't educating nobody except from
Thank you,
summer
Kyle.
school
Yeah,
days.
he was like, I look better than him.
Yeah.
Oh, you can say a lot of things,
I
but
don't even know if that's like I
a
don't know if
hundred
that's
out of 100 women
yeah,
would
yeah.
pick me.
Kyle's kind of saying my thoughts. He did shoot first, so technically you don't owe the apology. I'm just wondering why educators are having dick swinging contests at work. Let's what about the
First of all,
children?
I am not. I'm not in the classroom. Next, like 100 out of 100 women would pick me, man. Like, just sit this one out.
Yeah, Bam brings up a good point in terms of places where black on black violence is not good, the workplace has to be like number one.
It does. I work with a bunch of black people, and dog, it's a war zone sometimes.
You talking about in terms of jokes or in terms
in
of
terms of jokes, in terms of like, there's some conflict where I'll be like, yo, what's the conflict? What's going on? Like sometimes, like I'll be in a meeting and two people, you can just tell they just going at each other's throat professionally. Like it's not like we about to scrap. And I'm like, damn, how we get here?
how we get here? I don't know.
It's got to be something deeper than this.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. What was I getting ready to say? Speaking of which, let me tell you what's a scam. Remember?
Oh yeah, the insurance. I was going to ask for an update on that.
All right, so a couple weeks ago, I get an email. So I did pay them. Remember, I paid them
Yeah,
that
you paid what you
$120.
owed originally.
And so they was trying to say, yo, you still owe XYZ amount. And so they sent another email on Juneteenth basically saying, yo,
Not Juneteenth.
hit us back and like let us know like if you need to set up a payment plan XYZ. And I was like, y'all paid y'all the money. And they were like, according to your dentist, you had hit your maximum or whatever. So you got to pay the XYZ amount. And I'm in my head, I'm confused because all I did was get one cleaning. I have one cleaning, and then I had a root canal and a crown put on.
Yeah, the cleaning should be free because that's preventative.
Yeah, so I had a root canal, which they did. Another dentist did my root canal, and then my dentist did my putting the crown on. Here's the thing: whenever my crown would come out, I had to go to like 3 different appointments for them to get a crown that the dentist liked. They kept sending it. They kept taking molds, sending it off, coming back, and not liking what they were getting back. And so it took them like 3 times, and they got one that they liked, and it's been on since.
And did they charge you for all 3? I hope they didn't charge you for all 3.
I'm my brother, but they also came out recently, and that was the dentist that said they're no longer in service anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I call them and find out that they charged me for all 3 of those appointments and all 3 of those moldings or whatever, I'm gonna be honest with you. I might go batshit crazy on that phone.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're being charged for each mold and each appointment. That's what it sounds like. Do they have an itemized version of the bill to send you, or is it just like, oh, this is your back?
I can go look, but what I really want to go do is call my dental insurance, because then go get them. Because I'll just tell them what happened. Yo, the first one, the original one, they took the molding when it came back, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later, they didn't like it, XYZ. Anyway, they sent this, the place that did the root canal, who I'm honestly not mad at the market, but they sent an email on Juneteenth basically saying yada yada yada, and my response was, and I was like, my response was, first off, I paid you y'all's money, so I'm good on my book. 2, this is Juneteenth, and as a black man, it is crazy that I am harassed on all the days.
Freedom Day.
On Freedom Day for my people. Then I said, period, have you no shame? Question mark.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What they say.
It's funny because she replied, the billing coordinator replied very fast. She was like, there it is. Then she sent a screenshot. She was like, you can go verify this with your insurance, XYZ. So
okay, I thought she was about to send you a picture like, man, I'm black too.
So yeah.
Right. When you call them out, it's gonna be, oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yes, but I'm saying, who do I call? The dental office or the insurance? And I want to say it's the insurance, because the insurance needs to know first. Yo, I've only been there for a cleaning in which they found out XYZ. Then I got the root canal done, and then when I came back to get the crown, my dentist, XYZ. I already paid off the root canal. That was the other part. I was on like a payment plan of, not a payment plan. I think I paid them like $700-800 for that root canal, and they're saying I had owed them like they said I owed them like an extra $120. So then I paid them that $120, and now they're saying I owe them another $600 because I hit my maximum.
I need itemized receipt.
Yeah.
you charging me? What is going on here?
Yeah.
Man, that shit's a scam.
Insurance is a scam, and
yes, it is.
do you think Luigi gonna beat that case?
No, he not.
He dead to rights.
But we rooting for him. Not that I'm a fan of murder, because I'm not. But
here's the thing, and we might talk about it here shortly. But I got a question for the sandwich eaters out here. Paused.
I love a good sandwich. Keep going.
Last night I had Subway, and I ain't gonna hold you. My
Jesus.
Subway sub was rocking, like it was rocking.
Really?
So now I just got to know Subway, Firehouse, Jersey Mike's, best chain sandwich shop. I will throw Charlie's in there if one wants to include.
I'm going with Jersey Mike's.
Tell us more about Jersey Mike's and what you get. How meaty do you get?
That's crazy. I like the smaller Italian sub. I can't get the big one. Pause. The steak and cheese is pretty good over there, but mostly it's, every once in a while I enjoy an Italian from Jersey Mike's. In Wawa, low key, Wawa subs hit, but it's situational. Like when my wife and I go to the beach, it's something about a Wawa sub on the beach. It just tastes better. That might be the fattest thing I've ever said on this show.
Okay. Well, I don't think everyone who may listen may know about a Wawa. Kyle only knows about Subway, so shout out to our international ones here. I would say for the longest, I would say Firehouse. I like the turkey. It's funny. I go to Firehouse, get the turkey and bacon ranch, and then would take the ranch off.
That's cool. Just order a Sans Ranch.
That's what I'm saying. I go there and order the sandwich and then say, but can I get it without the ranch?
Oh, okay. So they just say a turkey and bacon?
Bam took my next Publix subs, get it done. Quiznos is Quiznos is
but it's falling off.
It's falling off. Jersey Mike's, I'm not mad at Jersey Mike's. I definitely think it's hit or miss, but it's all right.
The thing about Publix is I love Publix too, but I don't know about where y'all are. But the ones here near me, they take so damn long to make. Like you can order it online, it'll be ready in 90 minutes. What? You go to the counter, they move slow as creek water. You gotta wait until you can be like, I want chicken, lettuce, pickles, and mustard. And they put the chicken on, be like, what'd you say? Like you gotta wait till they finish putting whatever is on the sub before you say the next item.
We don't have Publix where I'm at currently, and I'm telling you, it hurts my soul.
That chicken, man. I'm surprised no people haven't gotten into fights over that chicken.
Last Quiznos I seen was in the Charlotte airport, right next to the Burger King in that middle hub section.
And there is a Quiznos in South Virginia, I believe near the North Carolina border. I looked it up.
Like at a gas station or something.
Yeah, I think it's at a gas station. I looked it up like 2 months ago. Because Quiznos used to have the best salads, and they had great pita bread. Believe it or not.
How would you know about the salads?
I would get them in college. That's crazy. That's the craziest way someone's ever called me fat. How would you know about the salad? That's crazy. It be your own people. It be your own people.
Man.
About black on black violence in the workplace, brother. What was that?
Listen, we're gonna talk about it be your own people, but listen.
That's crazy. I've never had someone call me fat like that before. Touche. That's a good one.
See, here's my thing about like the firing in the workplace, like the pow pows at the workplace. You gotta know who you playing with.
Yeah.
Because that rolled off. Imagine when I think, like when I got time, that'd be another reason why I be sitting and be chilling. Because I'll be wanting to let people know, if you leave me with some time and the ability to get to know you, and then proceed to be the ability to then proceed to do research on your whole family bloodline and existence, up to like when you, brother, listen.
That's what's funny, because that guy, he cracks a lot of jokes. He's a very funny man. He has said a lot of funny things. That's why I
Oh,
really
yeah.
feel.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need to. You don't need to apologize. You know what comes with the territory, but just know he on your head.
Oh yeah,
Pause.
I'm waiting
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
he looking. He looking for that one.
He looking, but don't worry.
Yeah.
I got
No,
more heat in the chamber.
you might need to be a little bit wittier.
Like that one just came because I was like, absolutely not. I let a lot of shit slide. I won't let that slide.
That's why, like, mine is like so rolls off the tongue. So like now I just have when I hear certain questions, it triggers immediate answers. Darius, how you doing? Hey man, I'm alive, so I can't complain.
Yep. I'll be like, you got it. That's what I'll be like, you can't call it another day.
You
Yep.
got it. You can't go. You got it. I just be like, hey brother, I'm alive. I'm alive, so I can't complain.
Living the dream. I say that a lot too. Yep.
Oh yeah, living the dream is one I gotta add. Yeah. What if I start doing some? Hey man, Black man in America. I'm just grateful to be here.
Not where you work. Maybe where I work,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Not where you work.
yeah. I'm just grateful to be here.
Brother, you be them boys come tap you on your shoulder like Lisa Simpson, like
It'd be so funny when like people be like, we want to hear your voice more XYZ, and it's like, all right, but do y'all know what you're signing up for?
no, that is a formality. That is like when someone dies and you be like, if you need anything, call me. You don't mean that shit.
Yeah, like just kind of say you want me like more engaged in meetings. Like, all right, well, here's here's how I know. Here's how I know, and we can get into sports after this. Here's how I know my zodiac sign, or whatever that is. There might be some credence when they say like Tauruses are like petty people.
You're a
Like,
Taurus too?
yeah, I am a Taurus.
I'm a Taurus as well.
Yeah, and Tauruses are petty people. So the whole time I'm hearing, whole time someone hearing a little feedback, it's like, all right, I got something for you. We're gonna do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
You gonna
oh
hear
yeah.
me coming down the hall. Pause.
No,
Good God.
no. So I got an even better thing. Okay, y'all want more of me? Bet. Start getting there earlier. I'm gonna start being there more. And now, fake cheery, happy go lucky. My code switching never about to be better. I'm about to. Matter of fact, it gave. I feel like. I feel like Jalen Brunson when he left the Mavs. It's like, all right, y'all been playing with me.
Why you do that?
But this one, all right.
Yeah, you can be.
Mm-hmm. Had to go through some heartbreak, but that was my game 7 to the Pacers loss in the conference finals last year. Watch this.
Them boys gonna have you snatch up like Terry and Arnold.
Speaking of Terry and Arnold, all in all, it's like before we go there and exiting this, all in all, I got y'all. Like that. Yo, Danny, literally in my head.
Heard.
Got it.
I have a colleague. That's all he say. Like you say something, he be like, "I heard." That's how
got it. Got it. Like that. Okay. Watch this. Because all right. Because I be trying to protect y'all from me. Now, watch this. Anyway, speaking of protecting people who might be needing protecting, inmates in prisons all around America, because I'm telling you right now, the sports to prison, the all prison lineup right now across sports is crazy. Terry and Arnold might be allegedly next on the list. He was arrested last week for his involvement in a kidnapping. If convicted and found guilty, could face up to life in prison.
Life.
I think some of the details I've heard surrounding this was there was something stolen out of his house, which he was trying to get it back, and the people who went to get it back said, "Oh, you don't want, like, you didn't say bring them back, you said bring it back." Joking, but essentially, when they went to collect what was stolen, maybe they collected the people too.
And then they allegedly text and FaceTime him.
Yeah.
Y'all stop committing crimes with your phones.
Listen, I've played that video up here so many times, but please don't make me find the video of Charles Barkley talking about Jesse Smollett.
Yo, my wife and I were talking about that earlier today over dinner. How when he told that story, the first thing Charles like that didn't happen. Like he was the first one. Everyone was like, "Oh, what a sad story." Charles like, "No, that didn't happen."
Yeah, I mean, I think most black folk heard that story and was like,
Charles said, "Have you ever heard two black people jumping another black person in a subway?" Hilarious. And you could tell Ernie was like, "Oh no, Chuck." He was like, "Nah."
he walked over that table like Charles Barkley. But it don't help when Shaq is just But back to Terry Arnold, my brother. What are your thoughts? Like, by the way, the Lions have already released him.
He made Bond.
Say what?
I said he made Bond, and the judge was like, "All you can do is go to work and go home." And the Lions
they fired him immediately.
The Lions said, "You ain't
hell no."
Dan Campbell said, "I like edgy, but dog."
I think when the Lions let him go, I was like, "There's two ways they could be playing this. They could be saying, hey, go handle that, and if all that gets cleared, what you say is true, bring you back. We'll work out a new deal." Or they was like, he did that shit.
Who do they made the call? The GM or Dan Campbell? I feel like Dan be like, "Yeah, I think I got to make that call."
Definitely think it's the GM.
You don't think Dan was in the room with him?
Oh wait, like who made the call to let him go, or who made the call
to Arnold to let him go? I feel like Dan Campbell, like the GM dial the phone, but Dan Campbell did the talking.
Oh yeah. No, I think it probably came from Dan Campbell. I was like, but I'm saying who made the decision?
GM. That was a unanimous. It didn't take much thinking on that front. That was a unanimous. He got to go.
Here was the funny part. When I saw that notification, I think it was from Adam Schefter, that he had gotten released on Instagram. It's my new favorite thing, especially on sports posts or breaking news posts on Instagram. Just go for the comments, bro. Every time. Yo, first off, America, we have to look in the mirror sometimes and ask ourselves, what is wrong with us? Now, I camped out under Adam Schefter's post about Terry Arnold for a while. And I would, if there was one American city that I would ask to really look in the mirror, you guessed it, it's the city of brotherly love. What is wrong with y'all?
What we do? What happened?
My brother, you go find Adam Schefter on Instagram, and you go find the post about Terry Arnold being released. And I implore all of you who may be listening and watching to do that. And what you'll find is one fan base was begging, pleading, yielding, yearning to their great general manager and my fantasy GM idol, Howie Roseman. Tip my cap off to you. One of the best GMs in the league. But one city's fan base, the city of brotherly love, they ended there just letting Adam know. And Howie. Sign him to Philly. Bring him to Philly. You seeing it?
So you are missing some context in that. So that's the same draft class as Quinyon Mitchell. And a lot of Eagles fans like Arnold over Mitchell because he went to Bama. So you just missing some context. That's all. So now you can get both. That was a real split in the fan base when they drafted Quinyon.
All right. So more context now. So, because Eagles fans, half of them wanted one corner, the other half wanted the other, Philly fans are under the Adam Schefter's post about said corner being let go from his job for kidnapping.
Yep.
Allegedly.
And
Philly fans are saying to Howie, GM idol, bring him to Philly. I ask Philly fans, just look in the mirror here and ask ourselves, what are we doing?
Howie will look over a lot of things. He doesn't look past domestic abuse. He's been very clear about men who have been accused or convicted of domestic violence. They will not be Eagles. Anything else?
Hey, look, And this is saying something because I'm a Packers fan and I'm still waiting to hear about what happened with Josh Jacobs.
But you know what's crazy?
He been out there working. He came back to work.
I bet he did.
No. He got the bond and he was at one of the OTAs.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah,
I know.
Which is kind of a good sign because they never let him go.
I was going to say, even without Terry Arnold, the Eagles still got the best cornerback room in the NFL. So make it better, Howie.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Howie does look past driving records. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, he looks fat. Yeah, I told you, as long as it's not domestic violence, Howie might give you a shot.
Yo, all right, I'm not even gonna.
Say what?
Speaking of things that's not looked past, which might lead us into a specific NBA topic as well, but Brandon Sorsby, it's official, y'all. He ain't going to the NFL this year. He's not going to the UFL this year. He ain't even playing the Canadian Football League.
Nope.
Nobody want Brandon Sorsby. Brandon Sorsby has already came out and said he's not going to pursue any litigation against the NFL. That'd be career suicide.
Yep.
He's sitting this one out, and he's focusing on being eligible in the 2027 pool of players. That does not mean he cannot be drafted next year. This means after the draft, he's like the first free agent that folks will look to sign.
And the NFL does still have the right to investigate if they want to. So if they think he's up to something fishy, they can still go after him.
And they could probably still punish him.
100%.
They could probably pick up the punishment that the NCAA is going to hand down. Like Brandon Sorsby going to go through it. But
brother, go home for a year, get your mind right. You got 10 months. Put them to work.
First off, let me speak to Brandon Sorsby if I could. I would say, listen, chase your athletic dreams. You're young, feel like you're talented. You still can play. It just, as long as you acknowledge it's going to be maybe a difficult and tumultuous road, I'm with you. But also, brother, if you really want to sock it to the man, start your coaching journey early and get really good.
Really? I was going to say go play arena football.
Mm-mm. No, I would say go become a forfeit life as a player for real, unfortunately, and start your coaching journey early. Because if you think they overlook players, will they overlook good coaches, especially an owner?
Maybe one who has been linked to gambling on his own team.
I know
that's going to be a hard one to overcome.
Listen, it is so funny because these super corporations deal with sports gambling all the time.
Yeah.
So I kind of see I see both, and actually no, I don't see both sides, because at the end of the day, you're still making astronomical amounts of money as an athlete to play a game. So you are well compensated beyond. It's honestly the compensation from the league in regards to sports betting. Yes, it's off the backs of you, but it's not in the CBA. Well, it is like revenue sharing. So y'all are getting the money. Y'all are getting some of the money back, but you know what I mean?
Think it's just funny because I heard a perspective. I think it was Bomani was saying how these college kids, like sports gambling is thrown in their face all the time. Like at some point, like they're going to succumb to it. Like not saying that Brandon Sorsby is a victim, but also understanding that sports gambling has taken over.
Yeah.
And
I've said how much money these people are making doing this.
Yeah. And we've talked about like these gambling addictions are going to be the new opioid epidemic for a generation. Like people I work with talk about their kids gambling, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like people that work, people that work on sports games, but they have like, oh yeah, my cousin did this, and we using AI to put bets on games. And it's like, yo, the house always wins.
Basically what happens was you'd have to, I feel like back in the day, you'd have to go to Vegas or go to these.
Or you'd have a bookie, and it was usually tied to organized crime.
Yeah. So let's just talk about legally, but you'd have to go to Vegas to really get that.
My bad.
I mean, but you're right on the organized crime part. But you'd have to go to Vegas or some of these cities to get that ick, to get that itch rubbed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all you got to do is download an app or download something like that. I guarantee y'all, in the next 15 to 20 years, there will be a lot of docs about um, sports betting and how it
Absolutely.
completely changed American sports.
We're going to hear stories about how sports
Betting
gambling
apps.
ruined people's lives.
Oh yeah.
People
Yeah.
losing everything betting on Derrick Henry over unders.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would say exactly like ESPN is blasting Brandon Sorsby, but then they have a DraftKings ad in the ticker underneath. So it's funny, but at the same time, I understand because listen, once they open the door, this is from a college standpoint, once they open the door for NIL, it's like, yo, dog, you don't even need to do all that. Just get your money, clean your money better. Like, clean your money better. You really want to, you know what I mean? Honestly, like if you really want to do something, and here's something I don't think about. Here's something I don't know if maybe if it's allowed, but like if you're really trying to give your homie a stack and tell him, yo, take this, go gamble. If you do good enough.
Did that. Like I think Sorsby did that, and I also think he created dummy profiles, but they probably all tied to the same bank account.
Okay, I take that back.
Gotta be smart.
I take that. Honestly, I take that back, bro. Just go to Vegas.
Just go to Vegas, or
take a trip to Vegas and keep it low.
Oh, you know what's crazy? This is going to go back to organized crime. Go back to the booking, because they're not going to snitch on you.
They're not.
And they're telling on themselves.
Yeah, it's just like if y'all making this money, bro, either be okay with the money you're making or find way better ways of doing what y'all doing. Let me tell y'all one thing. To he or she who might be listening, if you are partaking in any sort of shady gambling rings that could get you in trouble and are using like a platform that's like an app-based system, not only will you lose every time, but like they're watching you.
They're watching you. They're looking for abnormalities. And also, don't bet on your team. Like if you play college football in Indiana, maybe bet on basketball. Maybe bet on KD.
Or on golf.
Say what?
Or on golf.
On golf. You can bet on the NFL. You just
can't bet at Cincinnati. Go to the racetrack.
Yeah. Like there's so many ways. Like that you just can't put bets on your arena. But you can gamble it. Bet on tennis. I don't care. But if you play college football, you probably shouldn't be betting on college football.
It's like what Chuck say, don't commit crimes with checks.
Don't gamble on sports you play in.
Now, let's go to the real da-dun-da-dun that I still cannot believe. Malik Beasley. Just have the ticker say sports betting. Malik Beasley. This is one of those you gotta. Yo, NBA. The NBA is so crazy that with the World Cup happening, which by the way, we'll get into it. These World Cup games have been like my heart can't take some of these games. These are insane games. Malik Beasley, boy, what a couple years it's been for you. He went from entering an offseason where it was unanimous he was about to get the fucking bag.
Yeah.
And now Malik Beasley, he will never play professional basketball again. He might never play professional sports again, and he is going to prison.
Yes.
Not only that, yo, they got Malik Beasley in such 8K that it was the little video package that they had when all this first came out of like different games when some funny shit was going on. I thought that was like Hardy Hart internet stuff. Once the federal government starts bringing this in and like basically tying that back to like actual communications from him and his peoples in this little ring, it is like, yo, dog, are you fucking dead ass? You start seeing him full on sprinting with like 3 seconds left to get a dunk so that they cover. You start seeing him ensuring that he gets a rebound so that he covers. It's like, yo, some of this shit is sick, bro. You see it like look of relief on face when some of this happens.
Yeah. You know the craziest part? You know how sloppy you got to be if Kash Patel's FBI can put this together?
My brother, you why don't you tell us more about what you mean by that?
You seen Kash Patel. You know exactly what I'm saying. His FBI was able to put this together.
His FBI is so funny. Most people, when they hear about the FBI charging folks now, they be thinking they ain't got enough. Was this Kash Patel's FBI that went after Young Thug? No, that was the state of Georgia.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm sure the man has tainted 60 years worth of federal work into. It's amazing. Because it used to be once the feds got you,
They got you.
it's a formality.
I would love to see Kash.
You would love to see what?
Kash Patel, FBI conviction.
You stare at this picture long enough, it'll take over your soul.
Right.
Exactly, man. He can't even look you in the eye. I can't imagine. He probably see through the book.
FBI crime statistics. 10 hours ago, The Hill said nobody believes Patel's crime statistics. FBI Director Kash Patel released a preliminary data report showing that U.S. violent crime dropped by an estimated 9.3% from 2024 to 2025, marking the largest single-year decrease in violent crime and murder since 1937. The early statistics and the controversy surrounding them detail the following. Released by FBI's UCR, which is their Uniform Crime Reporting, the early data reflects reports from over 17,000 law enforcement agencies. Murder / non-negligent manslaughter down 18.1%. Robbery down 18.5%. Rape down 7.6%. Aggravated assault down 7.2%. Property crime decreased by an estimated 12.4% overall.
I'll say something when
Those claims of record-breaking enforcement have drawn pushback from critics and current law enforcement insiders. Critics allege that the FBI has inflated arrest numbers by counting immigration-related relates and joint operations where other agencies led the investigations and field work. Watchdogs have pointed out a surge in capturing individuals on top 10 most wanted list was largely driven by placing suspects on the list who were already close to being caught.
That's actually kind of smart.
Fixing the numbers a little bit.
We now, the wire call that juking the numbers.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Malik Beasley? Like, where does the NBA go from here? Again, how does Adam Silver? Because Adam Silver, like this, and he is like, there's a lot of people involved in this. So, like Adam Silver, this is a stain.
How can you protect the integrity of the game when you're in bed with the sports books? This is always like fans always have conspiracy theories about officials, players, but again, it never reached a level of legitimacy. Like it was always just Twitter talk, conspiracy theories. But now that you're in bed with these sports books, man, everything is going to get questioned.
Let me ask you something. When you start talking about like conspiracy theories, watching the World Cup has fully opened maybe my soccer third eye to definitely see how this sport can get corrupt.
Oh, I've heard FIFA been corrupt since its existence.
Yeah, bro, we can get into it later, but I was hearing so many people complain about the expanded format. And then when I looked into it, it was like, well, this is actually kind of dope. And then, of course, the first year of this expanded format, which continent starts getting some motion in this year's World Cup in terms of upsets and the ability to still score points even through draws and whatnot? Continent, not countries.
Asia? Not North America.
Africa.
I was about to say, that was because 7 African teams made it, right? And 5
exactly.
Was it 5 or 6 of them made it to the next round?
Like some of the from the games yesterday, these African countries, we'll talk about it. But yeah, it's. I think if you're, because I want to say you want to give every NBA commissioner at least one stain that they just kind of just got to accept. But like, what was David Stern's?
Ooh, I would say David Stern. So Tim Donaghy happened under David Stern.
Oh, that was on David Stern. Okay,
That was on David
was
Stern.
was Howard Sterling, Donald Sterling under Adam Silver?
No, that was Donald Sterling was Adam Silver's first big thing in office. David Stern had Tim Donaghy, Malice in the Palace. He implemented the dress code. I don't know if Stern had anything in the early to mid 90s. I'm not sure. But I know like late 90s, early 2000s, those are like Stern's big issue. The Chris Paul trade that didn't happen.
The Tim Donaghy stuff from this to now, it's like, yo, dog, we're entering.
Yeah, the Tim Donaghy stuff was child's play.
Compared to this.
Like, what happens when it's not Malik Beasley and it's the sixth man of a playoff team?
That's why, I think that's why with the increase in these players' contracts and whatnot, you have to honestly look. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you can do it and not get caught, I don't care because you're not getting caught. But if you do it and you get caught, if you do it, period, acknowledge that everything that you have worked for as an athlete out the window forever, and your legacy will forever be tainted because no one will really know if he was really doing it for real.
And it's also interesting now. Adam Silver has to deal with the Kawhi aspiration scandal, the cap circumvention. Now, granted, that's going to be on the Clippers, not Kawhi. Like the Clippers will probably get the punishment for that, not Kawhi. But that's another thing. Cap circumvention happened one time under David Stern. You ain't heard about it since.
And now that we shift into the NBA stuff, do you find it funny that the Clippers traded Kawhi back to the Raptors earlier today?
No, I do not.
You think they're just trying to distance themselves from him completely now?
I think so. I think that, and I think for them, so this Kawhi Leonard experience has lasted, 7 years?
Have they even made 8 years. Because remember,
8 years?
Because him and PG went to
That's right.
The same year that AD and LeBron got together, and that's when everyone was like, "It's LA versus LA now."
So,
yeah. Funny how only one of us actually won a chip.
That's true. But as far as they got the Western Conference Finals,
maybe.
Like, what's the farthest they like this experience? He's 35. I think you've reached your ceiling. You've made every combination you can around him. Yeah, let's sell him now. I think it's a good move for both teams. I think the Raptors are now contenders in the East. Granted, Kawhi's 35. He has 1 year left on his $50 million deal. I'm assuming the Raptors are going to give him an extension. They gave up a lot for him. What was it? They gave up
Brady Dick, Brandon Ingram, first round picks in 31 and 33, second round picks in 30 and 33, and a pick swap next year.
And I think those first round picks are unprotected. Like the Raptors gave up a lot.
Mm-hmm. But they probably are like it's 2027. Like they're a young team anyway.
Yeah.
And they're probably trying to make sure they gear up to start paying some of these guys now. So they're like, all right, whatever.
And also
Brandon Ingram back in LA, so I'm pretty sure he's not mad.
And if you don't extend Kawhi, that's $50 million off your books next year. You'll have a lot of cap space to pay those guys or maybe chase a big fish if you want to. I'm not mad at the deal.
I'm not mad. I'm curious to see what the Raptors are thinking in terms of Scotty Barnes and Kawhi. It's a good little duo. They also have Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett. So they got some players. I'm curious to see how this
lineup play they're gonna play fast with a bunch of wings.
Yeah.
Everybody's 6'9", play defense.
Yeah. Some other news: Tim Hardaway going to Miami. Zach LaVine staying with the Kings. Harden declining his player option, but working on a deal with the Cavs.
Yeah.
This is trade for Isaiah Joe from the Thunder. I really like that trade for them. The Suns have just been selling everywhere, so you can tell they're trying to blow up their team, reshape it, but they're not moving Devin Booker. So,
Don't know why.
Let's talk about some big trades. Start with LaMelo Ball traded to the Hornets to link up with Anthony Edwards and what is now every YN's favorite team. And I can tell you right now, every interviewer's favorite interview. And I can tell you the fines on this team next year will be hilarious.
Start saving now. Those at post-game interviews are going to have to be on tape delay. It's going to have to be on like a 30-second delay. You can't talk to them boys live. You can't. You just can't.
Yo, immediately once this trade was announced, everyone just started posting post-game interviews from Ant and LaMelo, and it's like, yeah, no, this is going to be a hilarious pairing. But it's going to be a nice pairing on the court too.
You really are, because I'm so confused by this. I know the Wolves play defense, like the Wolves can cover up.
Well, you gotta get off of Julius Randle. You gotta get off.
You already did that though, but I give up.
And so when you did that, you extend because Naz Reid was probably going to command some money, bro.
He just got extended a year ago, didn't he? Like Naz Reid just signed a deal.
And he listen. But in the playoffs, you basically needed another player. You got one with LaMelo, so now. And Ayo Dosunmu, who's also a good player.
Yes.
You keep Rudy Gobert, you got Dante DiVincenzo. So you got these guys, some shooters, maybe bring in a more defensive wing or two. Minnesota might be something.
I don't know, man. LaMelo does not seem like a very serious basketball player. Like, can you imagine doing one of them little one-leg step-back threes, game
they be going in, bro.
Can you see that?
You're on a team with Ant Edwards though, so they can play.
All of Ant's foolishness. Ant plays defense, and Ant is a smart basketball player. LaMelo just be doing whatever he want.
Nah, watch LaMelo. He be putting up buckets.
I hope so. I like LaMelo, but good Lord.
Speaking of doing whatever he wants, Giannis now probably has the keys to Miami after that trade from the Bucks to the Heat. I think they gave up Tyler Hero. They gave up.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Jamie Jaquez.
Yeah, Jaime Jaquez.
Excuse me.
And Kaleo Ware. Did they give up Kaleo Ware?
Let's see. I think they did. Heat. So yeah, the Bucks got Tyler Hero, Kaleo Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Spares. I don't know how to say that man's name. 3 first-round picks, including 13 in last week's draft. A pick swap and a second-round pick. That's not a bad haul for Giannis.
Or Giannis and Bobby Portis.
Giannis and Bobby Portis. I'm not mad at it. Do you think this is Pat Riley's last,
hoorah?
This is Pat Riley's thing, right? I'm going to go get a disgruntled star, introduce him to Heat culture, and now they're going to win a title?
I think he's not done, and I think there is a man who just announced today that he's leaving LA who might be interested in making his way back to South Beach.
Even after the way it ended with him and Pat, I could see the same thing.
But I've heard some reports that him and Pat Riley have put those differences aside.
Pat, Bam, Giannis, you already signed Tim Hardaway. Hey, man, if you can keep Norman Powell, I'm listening.
With Braun?
With Braun, that's what I'm saying. I'm listening. The East is a lot easier than you ain't got to go through Wemby. You ain't got to see Wemby to the finals, and that's if you make it. Let them cats beat each other up over in the West. All I got to worry about is what the Knicks,
Raptors, Sixers.
Yeah, if you can ask LeBron, Denver, OKC, San Antonio, or
Lakers too.
Toronto, New York. Like which path do you think he's taking?
I don't know, man. Let me tell you something. I think this Heat trade is hilarious. Jimmy Butler somewhere was like, "Oh, y'all mad active when I leave. Funny
Right.
how that work."
But don't worry, he gonna get traded in a second from Golden State if Bron say he coming, he on the way.
And
Don't even.
that's the other Bron destination that's the one I'm like, nah, that would be kinda, I don't know about that one, Bron.
Bron, Jimmy, Steph, and Draymond.
Well, they can't keep all these guys.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, so they probably trade Jimmy Butler, but then it's like Jimmy Butler and Luca. Are we sure we want? Are those two? Are those two
No.
personalities you want on the same?
No, Jimmy. You thought what he did to Cat was bad.
Yeah, you're hilarious.
You thought that Cat practice was bad. He would get fat to his face.
I know. Listen. Why don't we should just find a way to get Jaylen Brown if we could, but the Lakers and Celtics not making no trades.
No,
Jaylen Brown's on the trade market though.
That's my question for Minnesota. Like Ant and Jaylen Brown, now we talking. I like that combination, but more than I like Ant and LaMelo.
I don't know if I don't think they didn't want to give up as much, I believe.
That's true. And I feel like Jaylen Brown wants to go on a team where he is the clear number one. Like if he goes to Minnesota, it's Ant. That's
I would also I think the Celtics looked at it as like, yo, we can keep this guy. We can get buckets with him. And it's an all NBA talent. So if you're trading for him, you know what I mean?
I don't know if he can stay on the Celtics now. Like I think we're too far gone.
You think that after that trade it kind of
like after his name was directly like it's one thing to be in like trade rumors, but like this just feels different. Like, oh no. We dead ass was about to trade you.
That's the Bucks or someone else from that.
That didn't come from Boston. You know, you are 100% right. Someone else.
Yeah.
I don't think Jaylen Brown is going to be a Celtic next year. He'll probably be a Hawk for real.
Austin Reeves got the bag though.
Hey, shout out to him. It's a great story. Like Austin Reeves, undrafted. To what was it? What's the deal? Is it?
Let's see. Let's do a quick look.
Like I'm not even mad at it, dog. It's a great story.
4-year, $185 million.
Yeah.
Richest contract for an undrafted player in NBA history.
Love it. He's earned it. He's put in the work. He's gotten, but now with the money comes expectation.
And we got it. But also, I mean, I'm waiting to hear some of these, updates and relations from Shams. But
day one of free agency has been very boring from a free agency standpoint. Like, who's the biggest free agent signing? Who was the big fish this year?
For who?
Anyone. Like, who's the big fish? Who was the big unrestricted free agent? Who was the big fish?
Well, free agency is about to start
today.
Yeah.
So 4 o'clock.
I haven't really heard much.
Because now stars don't get to unrestricted free agency.
Actually, I think free agency just started maybe like an hour or so ago.
Yeah, I know Shams tweeted some smaller deals, but these deals don't. Like, hold on, I was looking earlier.
AD, the Wizards are not interested in trading AD. That's
LOL. Okay, that sounds like posturing to me.
Let's talk about let's talk about the W because you want to talk about a league that's been pretty hilarious. I'm trying to see if I can find it. All right. Okay, I want to.
Have you been keeping up and watching?
I want to play. I want to play something real quick.
Okay.
It is so fucking messy, bro. I swear to goodness, bro. There ain't no other word for it, bro. Pure messy, bro. It's just petty shit going on. Now, even though Caitlin Clark went off, bro, Sophie Cunningham is the the star of this video. Y'all see the chick Bonner and motherfucking Caitlin Clark, they get all tangled up. So Caitlin Clark trying to hype the motherfucking, she trying to hype the crowd up, you know. Like I said, they got into a little tussle. Bonner better chill on tussle on my baby mama. Like, hey, Hines Allen, bro, that man shit, that's a nigga that did this. Don't y'all see his emotions all over the court right now, bro? She in her grill, bro. But like I said, Sophie Cunningham is she the star of this shit. Playing Caitlin Clark with a tech, bro. She like, man, what the fuck did I do? What the hell, dude? So she run over to the ref. Hey, the ref like, look, stop it. Just stop it. Like, oh! Other ref said, Caitlin, you better walk over there right now. She's still trying to explain herself. She's like, she not playing. She's like, you know, I'm gonna hit your ass with 1-2. You getting attacked too. But here's the funniest part of this video, bro. Bonner over there crashing out. And this is why right here, bro. She's sitting there pointing at that girl like that. Like, hey, it's you, motherfucker. Yeah, you're the one. Yeah, flat out. You're the fucking one. Caitlin Clark mad as hell. Bonner mad as hell. With Sophie Cunningham don't give a shit. The way she pissed her off, bro, you could tell she was so fucking mad, bro, because she just kept pointing at her, bro. She like, you, motherfucker. Yeah, you the one crashing out. You only. Yeah, motherfucker, you. And he just petty as hell. Caitlin Clark over there talking about, she said I clapped. He like, bruh, like, damn, bruh. He want Sophie Cunningham over there. She in her head rent free right now. She's so fucking mad, bro. I ain't seen the funniest part yet, bro. Look, I'm telling you, y'all, she petty, bro. They be messy as hell in the WNBA. So Bonner gotta shoot the free throw for the tech, bro. She misses this motherfucker. The crowd go crazy, bro. And Sophie Cunningham said, bitch, you. Well, I said, yeah, bro.
Yo, so I woke up and watched that video this morning. And I'm like, all right, the WNBA it is my level of they might be on to something there with this product they got going on.
Brother. And every Fever game is nationally televised.
Yo, and this is like an every game thing. It's like, but Sophie Cunningham, she funny as hell for that.
But here's the thing about Sophie. If you Google Sophie and Kahleah Copper, because Copper plays for Phoenix too, like Copper has punked her multiple times, including the 2021 WNBA Finals. Like you've seen the picture of her, like threatening. No, she wasn't threatening. Here, I'll see if I can find it. Which makes it even funnier because we know you're not built like that. Where is it? Let me see if I can find this photo. It's crazy because they were teammates at one point. Yeah, there are two pictures. I'll see if I can send them to you in the chat so you can see. Where is it at? Sugar. I'll send them to you. But yes, there are two photos of them. Now, granted, they were teammates last year, and they seem to get along, but the Caitlin Clark discourse, man.
What's been the discourse?
It's very funny. It's the same that it's every year.
Is it like reverse racism bullying?
Yeah, it's bigots using Caitlin Clark as a bridge to be racist towards Black WNBA players, and like she just allows it. Like she never speaks out against it when people use her as a bridge to say racist things about Black players in the league.
She got to be more like Sophie Cunningham. That shit, yo.
Sophie's even worse. Sophie is worse. She needs to be more like Paige. Sophie just a MAGA Barbie riding Caitlin's coattails.
What Paige be doing?
Paige a real one. Paige is everything they told me Caitlin was supposed to be. Do you watch watch a Wings game, man? Just watch Paige. Don't watch AZ. Don't watch Arike. Just watch Paige.
What do you think the NBA will look like if there was this level of pettiness?
Detroit in the Pacers every night. They be swinging every night. But if you want to talk about hoops,
Olivia Miles.
Huh? Yeah.
Olivia Miles.
Have you watched Olivia? Have you watched the Minnesota game?
I've seen some highlights. I watched the game maybe a week or so ago.
Do you know the last person who won Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same year?
Candace.
It was Candace. It was Candace Parker, and I think she won Finals MVP too, which Olivia might win. She won a one. Chicago got to kill it, so Chicago traded.
I'm surprised Asia didn't do that.
Say what?
I'm surprised Asia didn't do that. Rookie of the Year and MVP.
Yeah, Asia did not do that. Olivia could win Rookie of the Year and MVP, and she also can't stop saying the N-word.
Okay, what do you mean, like in interviews?
No, so when games get tense and like if she makes a play, a steal, or like an and one, she'll be like, "You can't guard me, N-word." And a lot of people are like, "Why does she keep saying that?" And it's like, why can't she say that? Just stop getting. So cameras have like stopped getting close-ups of her in big moments because that's what's coming out her mouth. You can't guard me, N-word, and she'll say it to anybody.
I don't see the issue.
I don't see the issue either. The men get to say it. She should get to say it. Zoom in on her face. Mic her up.
She could start doing the too small celebration.
She does that too.
Oh.
Her and Paige got into it the other night. Very funny.
Even funnier than Sophie Cunningham?
Way funnier. Paige looked at her dead in her face and was like, "Yo, what you gonna do?" Great times. Great times.
I like it. I like it. What are your thoughts on the Commissioner's Cup?
The finals are right now. Vegas is playing New York. I had it on. Vegas was down big, but I think they've come back. Asia's out with the leg injury, so she's not playing. Yeah, it's 71-72 in the fourth quarter. So let me turn that on Prime while we talk. It's New York, Vegas for the Commissioner's Cup, which has been kind of Minnesota won it last year, but it seems like it's always Vegas and New York. It could be a
preview.
Is Kyle still here? Did Kyle leave? Kyle, your tempo. Marina Mabrey, 53 points.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. She was getting buckets.
See, I told Kyle at the beginning of the year, there are going to be some nights you're going to say to yourself, I can't believe Marina Mabrey has never been an all-star. And then there will be nights where you're going to say, I understand why Marina Mabrey has never been an all-star. Okay. This is one of the highs.
Okay. It's like J.R. Smith.
Yes. That is a great comp.
Shout out J.R. Smith.
Shout out J.R. He cut his hair. Did you see that?
He also acknowledged Bron is still mad at him for game one of the 2018 finals. Which
he should be. He should be. I remember watching that live, and I was like, I know he did not just forget it.
I remember that game was like one of the like during the last days of my relationship with my then college girlfriend.
Like college. That's a game of where you were at when that happened.
Oh yeah, because I remember, and I remember just watching it, and my eyes widened. I just looked at her, and I was like, I think he forgot the score.
I was with my boy. He was living with his then ex-girlfriend, and we all were like, "There's no way." It's like you were where you got the double bang, the Steph Curry OKC game.
Oh yeah, I was watching that with the home
Saturday night.
I was watching that at the. I was watching that in bed, and I was like, "Man, this game is good." And then I was like, "Man, it's a good win by OKC." I don't think they got it. And bro, he took a few steps over half court and just heated that bitch. I was like, as soon as he kind of, I was like, oh, he might shoot it, and then I was like, oh no, he is gonna shoot it. I was like,
and that's when the screen used to light up if it was a three.
I was like, oh my god. I remember where I was for the blocked by James.
James, yes.
I was sitting in my I was in the summer rehabbing my torn hamstring, and I was watching the game at the crib with ice on my leg. And I remember like blocked by James happened, and I like kind of jumped up, and I was like,
that popped again.
Yeah. I was like, damn.
And I remember where I was when Dirk won his ring against Miami. I know that's not where were you? That was from.
I was in Richmond when the Lakers won.
In 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out, Jay.
Where were you when you saw the results of Queen and King of the Ring and some of those results?
I wasn't watching that bullshit. I'm glad I didn't.
Well, after Monday night as well, when we look ahead to SummerSlam, which is, I believe, the next big thing here in a few
Yeah,
weeks.
it is.
Brock and Oba 3 in Hell in a Cell.
Whatever, man.
Even
Get
though
this over with.
Oba won the King of the Ring tournament.
So he
but-
gets to pick his champion. But whatever, it's Brock.
So cool. They also announced Roman versus Seth One Last Dance at SummerSlam.
That's how you know we in the gutter. That's how you know.
I think it's believed to be I don't know who's going to face at SummerSlam, but Sami Zayn won the undisputed WWE Championship at King of the Ring, I believe. Right?
He did.
United Champions or whatever. United Champions, I believe. No, King of the Ring, whatever. Io Sky won the Queen of the Ring by beating Liv Morgan, who she will now face at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
For her belt.
Can I ask you a quick question?
What's up?
When did the winner of King of the Ring get to choose the champion? Like, that's what the Rumble is for. Like, if you won King of the Ring, you were just King of the Ring. It didn't mean you got a title shot. They would use King of the Ring to elevate young stars, to make them stars, to prep them for championship. Like, the King of the Ring never got to pick the champion they wanted to face. That's the Rumble.
Listen, man, they got to put asses in seats and figure out storylines on the go. I imagine CM Punk will be back at some point.
You can't keep relying on a man who's 49 years old.
Makes you wonder if they really, with Oba winning the King of the Ring, if they're really trying to sell Roman versus Oba this early. So it makes you wonder. It's all about the Undisputed Championship now that Sami Zayn has it. That'll likely be, in my opinion, who Oba takes it off of.
100%. But if King of the Ring didn't get to pick a champion, it wouldn't matter. Like, that's what's ruining this whole thing. King of the Ring doesn't mean you get a title shot.
Danny, we just got to accept it now.
I'm saying, like, I feel like Hunter just keeps painting himself in a wall into corners.
Why nobody want to talk about? Listen, Roman versus Seth again. I guess.
Why? We haven't seen those two talk in years. What reignited the feud?
What I really want to talk about, and I'm glad Bam put this in the chat. Did you see leading up to King of the Ring, the Jey Uso versus Obafemi promo?
No, I missed it.
So in this promo, Jey Uso was like, "This is your warning shot, Uso."
No, he didn't. I thought the pow was like a kick, not pow like a gun. Share this to the screen. I need to see this. Damn, New York pulling away. At least the World Cup. The game's on World Cup, right? Because this game over.
No, hold on. You got to hear it first. Then I'm gonna start it over.
Okay. Yeah, Jay. Listen to this.
A piece of advice: when you shoot, don't miss. Because if you do, I will destroy you. And if you don't, I'll still destroy you. Because at the end of the day,
all right, here we go.
this your warning shot. Boom! That's my warning shot.
Oh, Femi, that's my warning shot. That's my warning shot.
I missed that. I really haven't been paying attention because it's been pissing me off.
Bam keeps reminding me about it because he keeps sending in every group chat or chat available. But,
we're gonna use that for fantasy. Wait till the file. Like, this is your warning. Bam.
I don't know where he was going with that one. But shout out Jey Uso. Shout out Jey Uso. All right, last thing. The World Cup, man. Talk to me. Have you been following along, keeping up with this?
Yeah, I've been trying to watch as many games as I can. I'm gonna try to stay up and watch because there's a game coming on at 9:30, right?
There's a game on. Might be a game on right now.
Nah, I got it. Only thing on right now is
There's a game in an hour. Mexico and Ecuador. By the way, fan base that's great to watch these games with. Mexico.
dog. I'm in tear right now. It's great to watch anything.
Honestly, with most of these countries, it's great if you just go to their fan base where they be there
and just chill.
Yeah. Man, what are your thoughts about the games yesterday? Did you watch any of the matches yesterday?
I didn't catch any of the matches. I did catch some of the PKs in the Germany game.
Man, that's like a huge upset. Huge upset.
Oh, so yeah. Let's talk about the African teams.
Mm-hmm. These African countries have kind of been shown. I think this is the maybe, and Kyle might correct me if we're wrong. I think this is the most number of African countries has made the knockout round of a men's World Cup. Obviously, when you expand, the format, that's maybe bound to happen. But it's also maybe why it's happened, because I think maybe a lot of these African countries think they can keep up and if not beat these European countries, and especially when some of these European countries like aren't wanting some of these some of these players to play for their countries. Like some of like you could maybe try and make the French world team, but the French national team. But if they kind of don't want you, then
I'll go to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, to your dad's country. So some of that's benefited, that's benefited, I think, a lot of countries, including the USA.
Hell yeah.
So, but the games yesterday, man, but the Netherlands-Morocco game, that was crazy. I think the Netherlands, when they got into things like extra time, the 2 15-minute periods, they definitely played it very passive. They wanted to go to PKs. Morocco was just kind of aggressive from the jump. A lot of my friends who are into soccer say that was kind of the most interesting. It was very uncharacteristic football from the Netherlands, and they felt like Morocco deserved it. So they move on to play Canada. Shout out to the Canadians on July 4th.
And then USA plays tomorrow, right?
USA.
Damn out here running for office.
Oh, that's not a federal thing. My job has paid maternity leave.
Yeah, no, it's not. Companies don't have to get paid maternity leave in the U.S.
I didn't know that. That's kind of
sad. But you're required to give FMLA through the law, but FMLA only protects your job. It does not guarantee you a paycheck.
Interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. We hate people in this country.
Yeah, we do. Tomorrow, the USA does play Bosnia Herzegovina at I think it's 5 p. It says 5 p.m. for me, so it's probably 8 p.m. on the East Coast.
Hey, I'm off Thursday. Turn that up. I can stay up tomorrow.
Also tomorrow, Belgium and Senegal. So we will play the winner of Belgium-Senegal. Another European versus African, right? Senegal's in Africa.
I think Senegal. I think 7 teams from Africa made it, and 6 of those teams made it to the knockout stage.
Yeah. So that's tomorrow. Obviously, we got Mexico, Ecuador here at the top of the hour. Also tomorrow, England versus the Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. And then Thursday, Thursday, Switzerland and Algeria.
Okay.
Along with that's what it was. Switzerland, Algeria, Portugal, Croatia, and Spain, Austria.
Okay.
And
I'm definitely gonna try to watch that game tonight, at least the first half.
Yep. And then Friday will be Australia, Egypt, Argentina, Camp Verde. Damn, that's a very it's in Florida. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna stop you right there. Just in terms of fan bases and what they look like. This one right here, I hope the cameramen pay a lot of attention to what's in the crowd. And then it was another good one. Colombia and Ghana.
Whoa! And when is that?
Friday. That's another good one.
Is that in Philly?
It's in Kansas City.
That's too far.
Yeah.
My colleague, her parents actually went to the World Cup game, and one of them in Philly. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I would love to go, but tickets are too damn high.
Been seeing a lot of people pay the piper and go. I mean, you start getting to a point. I mean, some of these games are you just kind of. I'll hang. Listen, I'll hang with the Moroccans. What's up? Like I'll hang with them.
And you'll probably never get a chance to go to a World Cup game again.
I mean, you never know where it might be. There's some people out here who were old enough to remember when the last World Cup was here.
When was that?
Maybe like 30 or 40 years ago.
Okay. I didn't realize. I thought it was longer than that.
Just feels like it because they're every 4 years. So
that's true.
Do you have a favorite for who you like if the USA does not win?
Don't know enough to pick a favorite. I'm just watching the games for fun.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something. So every one of these knockout games so far, they've just felt like a war. And it's like, bro, these games are like so intense on the heart. I don't know how how y'all do this. Like American football is one thing, and that keeps you up. But like, here's what I'm gonna say. I finally found a way to lose a game that's worse than a missed field goal or your team losing on a made field goal. My brother, watch some of these penalty shootouts. I could not imagine watching, like, knowing my team is like the overall better team and they just didn't have it this game, or this other team just played them very well and this thing came out to penalty shootouts. You still had a chance to win it. And now it's like, this shit is like straight mental games between a kicker and a keeper, brother.
I think it's the best. I think it's the best way to end the game.
It is, but it is.
I think it's the best way to end.
And then like some of these shanks hurt because it's not like missing a wide open 3-pointer in the NBA Finals to maybe take to win a game or something like that, or like some De'Aaron Fox type shit. That's gonna hurt for a couple summers. It's gonna hurt every time I think about that team. But what about when you shank a penalty kick that would have given your country the ability to move on?
That stick with you forever. That's life.
All I'm saying is just watch how these players, watch the joy. And like, yo, after some of the penalty shootouts yesterday, like players, like they just didn't move. They stunned.
Yeah, I forgot what game I was watching.
Worse than Stephon Diggs in the Buffalo uniform on the Chiefs field. I'm talking about like stunned. Like dudes can't walk, paralyzed. Like what just happened? It's crazy. I'm with Bam. I fully understand how this is the world's most popular. It is like, but here's the thing. I'm learning that not all leagues, it's a lot of the international play do these knockout style rounds where they have like these PKs. A lot of other leagues, especially like these European leagues, they're based off of like a point system. But then there's like the Champions League, where it's like the best of European leagues. That one's on a knockout sort of stage. So that's why anytime you hear about like Premier League final and why so many people get so excited about it, that's why. Okay. But I'm also learning there's also always some sort of like either some sort of international or big soccer knockout tournament, basically like every summer. So whether it's the World Cup, men's and women's, Copa America, the Euro Cup. I think Africa has one of their own. So, yes, Bam. Thank you. Yo, it was like 2 kicks yesterday. the dudes, because like it's like mind games. You're trying to get the keeper to guess away. You get him, boom, he sell opposite way, wide open kick, right over the goal, or hits the post. Yo, dog, it is it's that feeling when you watching like important free throws, and the only thing you can think of if they miss it is like, you had one job. You couldn't make a free throw, bro. It's like that on steroids in terms of making this kick, especially when the goalie sells out. It is like,
you guess wrong.
Yeah, they pan to the crowd. The crowd that wanted them to miss, throwing alcohol, going crazy. The crowd that wanted them to make are just sitting there like you can't believe it.
Yeah.
Then it comes down to, then they miss a couple, you miss a couple, you in terms of team, and then it's like fifth and final for each team, tied at 2-2 apiece. Both teams have missed. Yeah, both teams have missed 2. Sudden death. So you got to make it. You send, and it's like, it's one at a time. So you got to go through everyone on your lineup, including I believe including the keeper too, because it's like, that's it. It's, whew. And then you sitting there, and it's like, you is number 5, whoever you pick to be number 5 in the case that it comes to it, and whoever they picked for number 5 in the case that it comes to it.
It's the best thing. I don't.
It is. It is like, my heart is beating. Heart is beating fast. Yeah, that's another one, Bam. Watching guys lightly tap a kick and the goalkeeper gets wrong, or like they have a kick right on goal, and it's like they get it blocked by like the sliverest of margins just to move the trajectory. And or like yesterday there was like one where like dude had basically blocked it, but it bounced off of him and went in.
That would, Jesus, man.
And Bears fans want to talk about a fucking double doink. I wish. I don't know. Shout out to the World Cup. I'm a fan. I'm actually in the process of shopping around for what my club team is going to be, because apparently, if you like this, you should find a club team to follow so you can watch them in their league and then see if they can make it to Champions League. And a lot of these players, if you like them, they are like in these clubs and over there. So, bro, could you imagine like being a professional soccer player? It's like
being an F1 driver.
Well, F1, you're always traveling for your job. And it's kind of
I meant more so like the global popularity.
No, I'm talking about in terms of lifestyle. Like, you're a professional football player. You get to live in like Italy. It's like, what?
What a time, man.
What a time. Oh, man. I don't know. What you got going on for the rest of the week? You do anything for the 4th? You're not
like I said,
grilling anything?
I wanted to do a brisket, but I ain't got enough people to feed, so no. Like I said, tomorrow's my last day of work, and then I'm done for the week. So I'll get to go to the gym tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Looking forward to it.
Watch out.
Looking forward to it. You?
I'm DJing Thursday, DJing Friday. I guess I got a lot to think about after certain conversations today. Bam said soccer fans raises up. Here's the thing about soccer that I kind of quickly picked up from watching the on the field stuff and maybe and just thinking about and just reading in about stories such as like how the Iranian national team was treated during their World Cup group stages. Boy, you talk about a sport that it's probably so easily blatant how corrupt it is. It's probably unfathomable if you really got into the true details of it. But I think with the way some of these African countries are hanging in there and or beating some of these European countries, I'm gonna start by saying my second statement gonna be, let's not pretend like that continent is doing. It's all the countries in there are doing the best either. There's some nasty stuff going on all around the world. But I'll tell you what, though, nothing feels good than seeing some of these European tears. But there's one European juggernaut, though, I watched today. Yo, dog, France is a problem. Like, it's like it. I imagine it is what the rest of the world feels like watching Team USA play basketball, men's and women's. Like, yo, they don't even seem like they're breaking a sweat in these games. I mean, obviously there's some teams that keep it close with them, but man. All right, Danny, let the people know where they can find you. Let's get up out of here, brother.
You can find Speak On _ Pod, since we're not on Twitter anymore personally. But you can Speak On _ Pod, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. We're here every Tuesday. Sorry, my brain is fried.
No, it's all good. Follow me at DJ Los DMix, DJLOSDEEMIX on Instagram, on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, all that and the above might be playing at a venue near you. Bam, have you guys seen how much money each team makes as they move on? Oh, brother, I'm about to look into it. Maybe that's why.
Hey, shit, maybe that's why the African teams got in. They said, "How much?
How much? Yo, imagine how much the Cape Verdeans."
They said, "Say less." That now it makes more sense.
Oh yeah, in Germany lost today, yo. Oh yeah, and you imagine like some of these countries start thinking about the money they invest into these national team programs, and just for like these moments, just to, oh yeah,
it's like Bama losing or missing the playoff.
Listen, y'all make sure y'all have a great holiday weekend. If you're grilling something, you grill that meat and you grill it with pride, and you make it succulent. And I want you to grill that meat and tenderize it. Really get your hands in it and around it and make it juicy. Y'all have a great holiday weekend. Go Team USA, go Packers, go Lakers. Peace and blessings to you. Hold on. This is your warning shot, Ooze. Wow.